Happy Shambong Friday. Welcome to the Morning Tea. I'm Maddison Hill.
And I am Courtney Revolution.
We have so much to get into, you guys. We're, of course, going to break down this entire Normani, Camila Cabello situation.
Yes,
Normani actually typed up a statement regarding Camila Cabello, sent it into Rolling Stone because she did not want any of her words twisted or turned around, misconstrued. So we're going to break down that entire statement, but also, you guys, we have a lot of other tea. It is an extremely thick docket. It's not just because we ran out of printer paper and we're using cardstock.
I knew you were going to say that.
Lots of things. We're also talking about Sofia Vergara because she has been confirmed as the judge for AGT.
I saw
and
that.
you know that there was some drama with that, so we've got to talk about that. We're also talking about Amanda Bynes, a little update on Amanda. I feel like we almost need a little thing like celebrities who give us anxiety on social media.
Like,
that's so long, but that's just how I feel about Amanda and Britney Spears.
We need the noise that goes. That's anxiety.
We also are talking about Loughlin.
Loughlin?
Because her lawyer says, oh, I found some evidence that proves Aunt Becky is innocent.
She's going to jail.
And I said,
I don't care. She's going to jail.
I love myself some true crime. I love myself some courtrooms and law. But years of watching Law & Order SVU has still taught me I think Lori Loughlin is still guilty.
I'm like, what's in that bag, lawyer?
Exactly. We're also talking about Lady Gaga. We're talking about Halsey. We're talking about Daniel Bergoli and Skye Jackson. This huge fight that's going on.
Yeah,
it got bad enough that Skye Jackson has filed a restraining order against Daniel Bergoli. We're also talking about Offset. We're talking about Justin Bieber. We're talking about Hailey Bieber. We're talking about Selena Gomez. We are also having a very full Car Dinner Tea Time, you guys. We have an update regarding Rob and the whole primary custody situation. A ruling has come down on that. We also are talking about Sofia Richie, Kris Jenner, Kourtney Kardashian, and then, like I said, we'll get into this whole Normani and Camila Cabello situation.
Madison, I got a question.
Am I out of breath? The answer is yes. No.
Is Rob still going to the health farm?
I thought about that.
Does he have time?
I thought about that. I feel like maybe now he'll have the time. Maybe he needs to go to the health farm and then take care of the situation.
My other question is, why, if the Kar Jenner family, allegedly, not so allegedly, gets some work here and there done, right? Why can't Rob and why didn't Rob do the same?
No, you're exactly right.
I'm kind of curious as to why.
I don't know. We will definitely break down all of the Rob situation when we get there, but I just find it really fascinating that they've already given a ruling. Of course, Chyna's lawyer already made a statement to E! And I don't think the fight is over, though. Well,
is it ever?
Right.
Is it ever, girl?
Right? Because remember when he filed primary custody, it was kind of an emergency filing. So I feel like now that that has been denied, they will still definitely pursue primary custody. But that's just speculation, not confirmation. We'll get into all of that. I see you guys talking about Love is Blind. Yes! Let's talk about Love is Blind.
We've seen it.
So finally caught up. Thank you guys for not spoiling it for us.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you. And respecting our grandma and grandpa bedtimes, mainly mine.
I don't like spoilage.
Courtney lives still, but thank you so much. So let's break it all down. I don't even know where to begin. So we all knew, obviously, Jessica and Mark, no. Although,
of course not.
Can we talk about what an actual, I don't like to call women the B word, but she was.
Come on, Snoop. Come on, Snoop.
But she was.
Can I call her one?
Can I call her one? Can I say it? Can I say it? Because this girl walks in on her wedding day, all in her white outfit, and she's like, I'm so in love. I've never found a man like this. Literally tells Mark, I love you.
He's challenged me.
Right before he says I do, this man obviously says I do because Jessica's looking at him like, I love you, I love you. And then straight up is like, I don't. I'm like, you actually have something cuckoo up there.
Let me ask you this, Madison. Do you think that production may have said, do not reveal to anyone whether it's yes or no until you're up there? Like once it's past a certain point, it's like, girl, we done paid for this wedding. You're gonna get up there.
I definitely think they made them keep it very quiet. Even when Kelly was having those conversations with her sister, which we'll get to Kelly and Kenny in a second. But Maria said Love is Blind is all fake. They tell them what to do and say, Maria, actually no. So Amber kind of addressed this in the comments of her Instagram a couple days ago. Guys,
you were scrolling down the whole Madison.
I have been snooping. And someone asked her, they were like, is it scripted or is it all you guys? And she said, unfortunately, It is all us, not scripted at all. And you guys, Netflix, I don't think really expected this show to, one, produce any engaged couples.
Okay.
One, produce so much interest and so much intrigue in this situation, which is why I really believe when they got to the weddings, they were so shambly. Because I was just telling Kourtney this. I don't think they allotted a big budget for the show. Because they were like, what are the chances we actually stick 40 singles in a room? They talk to each other without seeing each other, and they end up engaged and want to get married. So I really think that's why the weddings were so terrible. I'm hoping the couples that did get married have a redo wedding. At least that's what I would like.
Let me ask you this. Do you guys think that the people that are currently single should go back into the pods for a second season? The reason why I say this is because, and this is just my mind being my mind, that Giannina, y'all don't get this is my moment vibes.
Yes.
Like the way they left Phoenix rising from the ashes. Everything that she says is like, I opened up a reality TV textbook and I'm gonna say this. If I were on TV, I would say something like that.
Right?
Because like a phoenix, I'm rising from the ashes like Demi Lovato. Like I would say something like that.
I did feel like she was very overdramatic.
I think they would use her for the second season.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. That whole situation, I was honestly kind of surprised Damien said no, but then I also understand it because I feel like Giannina is, although she's really funny and has a great personality, I feel like she's like this. And I think that would be really hard if you can't, if you're not on the roller coaster ride and you don't like roller coasters, I don't think that would work out.
She's like a one-woman soap opera.
I agree.
Like,
she really
except
is.
she's
like
the only one that knows.
And one human.
Yes.
All wrapped up in one.
Except she's the only character.
Exactly.
And only one on the show.
Now, Kelly and Kenny, I feel like, were the biggest disappointment. Everyone thought they were for sure it. And I just want to say, Kelly effed up.
Why do you say that?
She massively effed up. Kenny is so handsome. Is he like the hottest guy I've ever seen in my life? No, but he is so handsome. He comes from a great family. His family was supportive. Her family loved him. Like after she said no, his mom was like, I love him. And even her sister was like, out of all the guys you've ever brought home, like he is honestly the best. And I just feel like he is so respectful. He's motivated. He's loving. I started following him on Instagram.
Yes.
What?
Wesley said exactly what I was thinking. Yes. Kelly and Kenny were the ones no one cared about.
I didn't really care about them until I saw Kenny at the end, and I was like, someone wife Kenny up.
Here's the thing, Maddison.
I volunteer.
You gotta check all those check marks off. You can. If the chemistry is not there, it's a
Right. My only thing with that is, you know how she talked about how she didn't orgasm with her last boyfriend?
Yes.
Sorry, everybody, we're going there today.
Okay.
But then she was like, I was infatuated with my ex-boyfriend. Like, my mom always says it was infatuation and not love. I'm like, so you were infatuated with your ex-boyfriend, but yet it wasn't happening for you on other ends?
You can love somebody and not want to sleep with them, Maddison.
I know, but I just...
The sex, it plays a part of it. Everything can be checked off, y'all, but at the end, please listen to me, young people. Please listen to me.
Also, just shout out to everyone loving Kenny. Thank you.
Shout out to the Kennyers.
Thank you.
If the chemistry is not there, it's not going to work in the long run.
Yeah.
Once that honeymoon phase is over and you're done kissing and buying gifts and all that, you sitting up in the bed and you looking at your partner like, now what?
Now what?
You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap.
I think I just was really invested in Kenny.
She would have resented him, Maddison.
I know.
She would have.
I know, but I was invested in them. Amber and Barnett, I wasn't surprised that they said I do because I honestly think that Barnett is terrified of Amber and he's terrified of what would have happened to him if he said no. Like the fact that at the end she's like, yo, I'm walking away with the husband, thank God I'm not in jail. I was like, okay, you are joking about this like a little too much, where it's like not funny.
The positive with her is I feel like she would build a strong home for that man. She would. Because that's all she wanted. She don't want to work. She want to have not everyone, let me not do this. So many people in my hometown are like that. They, right out of high school, they're like, I want to have this baby. I want to stay at home. I want to put this apron on. And it is the 1950s, sis. Right. Dinner at home. Couldn't be me.
Also, Amber's blonde now, by the way, just so you all know.
For what?
She is blonde. And
really?
I don't know. It's, you know, to each their own. But let's just say I think she looks a lot better with dark hair. And then, of course, Lauren and Cameron.
Icons.
Love them.
Of course.
And she's the only one who posted on her. You guys, I'm so psycho about this show. The more I talk about it, I'm like, oh my God, I sound like a psycho. Anyway, she's the only one who posted an actual wedding picture yesterday and was like,
from the set?
Yes.
Okay.
Of them, her and Cameron. I feel like they actually are happy.
Good.
Even when we saw the little like picture of the talk show or the reunion, they were sitting next to each other. They were kind of cuddly. So if anything, at least it worked for one couple.
This is what they do. When you bring it back the next season, once the couples leave the pod, then it almost turns into like a little bit of a counseling.
Yes.
Lauren and Cameron stop by your home and say, oh, how are things?
Right.
Because we're still together.
The OGs, the ones who it worked.
Experiments did it, yes.
Oh, I love that. I also think,
That's a good one.
Originally, I thought Cameron, I liked him, and then I thought he was kind of creepy because he was just like always touching her, and I was like, ooh, I don't know. If literally I'm trying to have a conversation and my fiance was like, I would be like, oh my God.
That's the look
you know, he's like always
with
like,
the creeper
like
eyes.
caressing her hand, like, and you're just like, oh my God.
It's nonverbal communication, Maddison.
I know. But then, okay, so I went through a phase of I was like, Cameron's a bit much. But then at the wedding, I was like, no. My original thought of Cameron was spot on. He's such a good guy. Also, he had a friend that had a nose ring and tattoos. So I felt much better about him in that situation. Well, the previous friends we saw were very science-y.
True.
Science-y, not even a word. Scientist-y. You know what I'm saying?
Science leaning.
Science leaning.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. And
I don't want to say scientific.
I was happy to see like, okay, we got some edge.
Yeah.
You know? I was happy with that. all around, very pleased.
You saw him and you felt like you could like let your hair down a little bit?
Yes, exactly. Loved Love is Blind. We will have to stay tuned, obviously, for the reunion. We will for sure be talking about that.
I need to see that.
That's where all the tea, I feel like, is going to come out because these people have been festering for a year. So think about all that drama's been festering. They all have never dealt with public opinion.
Carlton, too.
Carlton will be there. Diamond will be there. I think Jessica's struggling with the public opinion a little bit.
Oh, really?
She put TV villain in her Instagram bio now.
Well,
and I'm like,
here's the thing.
Just think about Jessica now has to date in the real world after men have seen her behave like that on Netflix.
Here's the thing, Maddison. When you go on reality TV, and if you are painted as the villain, you might as well just lean into it and be the best damn villain of your life. Because it will make for good TV and almost guarantee you'll come back for another season or you'll get a shot on another show. Watch her wind up on E or something like that.
But did you feel like she was a villain? I didn't even feel like she was a villain. I feel like she was just crazy.
I felt like she was definitely the villain.
Okay.
Absolutely. Her and Giannina was trying to be. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But she didn't have the chutzpah. Jessica said, I'm getting drunk, my dog is drinking out of this glass, and you're 24, and you're broke. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she was really giving it. If it wasn't for Jessica, I might have checked out before the show ended, to be honest.
Jessica's hair for her wedding was terrible.
I don't want to talk about it.
Was it not?
She was
like, I was like, did we transport to the 1990s and do prom pair? Because that's literally what it looked like flat, and then just like this big bushel in the back.
Madison, they were trying to pay the hairdressers. It was too many weddings.
I know, but I was like, girl, I mean, even on this low budget wedding, we can at least get some good hair. Okay, let's go ahead and read the chat, and then we'll get into the tea. We have Dai Diaz. Hi, powerful people on Friday. Love y'all, and thanks for making me happy on Fridays at the office. One headphone on. Haha, hair down.
Shout out to
yes,
the office.
you know the tricks, and I see everyone talking about Love is Blind. Yes. We also have Georgina. How mad do you think Amber will be with Jessica? Oh, after seeing how like crazy she was?
Oh, her little sneak conversations with Barnett?
I mean, Jessica might want to make sure she has an extra security guard for the little reunion.
Amber
That's all I'm saying.
Kim Kardashian her.
I could actually see her doing that, especially now with the blonde. Who knows? Some brain cells might have been killed in the process, you guys. You never know. We also have Miss 5, 6, 7, 8.
Miss Mika, nice to meet ya. Miss Mika, she on fleeka. Miss Mika, she loves to tea ya, and we see ya. Miss Mika, go Mika, go Mika, go Mika. Happy Friday, Mika.
Happy Friday, Mika. Okay, you guys, we are going to pour up the tea. I wanted to make sure we got everybody. Oh, you got it poured up? Perfect. Okay, let's kick it off talking about Sofia Vergara and America's Got Talent. So you guys remember there was a lot of drama surrounding the firing of Gabrielle Union and Julianne Hough, more so Gabrielle Union. And I'm still disappointed in Julianne Hough for not ever speaking out, but that's my own personal thing. But a new judge has officially been named, Sofia. It's been confirmed. Remember, there were rumors that she was going to step in. We heard that she was having meetings with the NBC executives and the NBC heads, but now that Modern Family has officially stopped filming after 11 years. I cannot believe that show has
been on that long.
11
And I haven't
years.
seen one episode of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I used to watch it back in the day when it first started, but since then, I haven't watched it in a while.
Okay.
But 11 years, that's amazing. So now she actually has the time, and she will be on AGT alongside Heidi Klum. Heidi Klum is coming back. What do we think?
Madison, let me ask you this. As a woman, do you feel like this reads as not supporting your fellow woman, or do you feel like I'm a woman, so I'm going to keep my bag secured?
It's so hard because I feel like she almost needs to address it in some aspect. If that were me, I would still feel the need to address it. Like, I am aware of what Gabrielle Union said. I obviously support any female who feels like they were discriminated against in the workplace. My job on this show is to help change that behavior, change that environment, and I would just make sure it's known that, like, yes, I'm taking this job to secure the bag, but I'm also planning on trying to kind of change this pattern that AGT has been in. And if it doesn't change, well, you take your check from the year and you move on.
I don't know how I would feel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like the situation with Gabrielle Union happens a lot in many different industries.
Not just entertainment.
It's not just entertainment, it happens. And so what happens when you potentially see racism and prejudice in the workplace and that person is let go for speaking out? How do you feel? I feel like Sofia, perhaps, I would hope that it's in the forefront of your mind that Gabrielle today certainly could be Sofia Vergara tomorrow.
Right. No, exactly.
You're still looked at as a person of color. So, I mean, who's to say Simon Cowell won't blow that cigarette smoke in your face one day if you get too comfortable? You just never know.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I think she definitely needs to be hyper aware.
Yeah.
For sure. Shout out Dai Diaz. Miami, please, y'all need to calm down.
Ooh, Miami. I gotta get my Versace on. Yes.
Okay, let's move on and talk about Amanda Bynes quickly. So, her and her fiance, Paul.
Oh, I didn't even remember his name.
Right?
Come on, Paul.
I forgot to. But Paul, they were seen out on a breakfast date recently.
Look at that.
At IHOP.
Look at
Classy,
taste.
fun.
Yes.
Love it. There's actually an IHOP near where I live.
Me too.
I'm like, oh my God, I wonder which IHOP specifically they were at.
I'm like, if Amanda was at my IHOP, I would
have
gag.
died. She also took to her Instagram recently to talk about self-worth. And it did make me sad. She talked about how, you know, when she sees paparazzi pictures of herself, it makes her feel very upset. She kind of started to get that shaky voice where it sounds like she's gonna cry. She called them terrifying. She said, you know, they never have her at a good angle. They're always unflattering. She's like, I have 16 chins. Like, I just don't look like myself. And the person you're seeing in paparazzi photos is not who I see in the mirror. It's not who I see when I take a photo of myself. And then she went ahead and accused the paparazzi of photoshopping pictures of her.
See, now, you had me in the first half.
I know.
I was like,
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, self-worth.
And then as soon as
self-love. I know. That's how I was too. And she's like, just so you know, these photos are photoshopped. I was like, and we're here, Brittany 2.0. I am skinny as a needle. Or what did you say? I am thin as a needle.
Thin as a needle. Madison, I feel bad for Amanda. Just because I had a photographer friend that basically confirmed that, and this was like 5 years ago when she was in the midst. He's a photographer and he saw her out and she was like, please, don't take pictures of me. And he was like, I don't even know who you are.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I feel bad for her that she's developed this relationship with the paparazzi. She's almost kind of like never come out of that 2007.
No.
You know, when back then, y'all, there was a time where the paparazzi would chase you up into Chipotle, run you off the road and everything else. I will say it's calmed down a little bit, but I can a little bit understand her fear. The last part about photoshopping, I'm kind of like,
Yeah.
But
that's how I feel too. I feel like they might purposely be trying to get an unflattering angle of you to run with a certain narrative.
Yeah.
But as far as photoshopping, I don't know. I don't know the lengths paparazzi will go to. Being that they're paid for images, I feel like you couldn't Photoshop them. That would kind of ruin the whole thing. But the whole game with paparazzi has changed a lot since social media.
Yes, ma'am.
But I want to shout out Alma. Hi, guys. Love your show and how you keep it real. I've been watching live while securing the bag.
Let's
yes.
Go.
Can I get a B-Day shout out for my daughter, Giselle? She will be 13 on Sunday. Much love from Minnesota. Yes.
Hey, happy birthday, Giselle.
Happy birthday, Giselle. You're very lucky. You have a mom who secures the bag and gets updated on the tea. So you're very, very lucky, Giselle.
Giselle, she's the belle of the ball, and she gives it to us all.
Yes.
There you go. Good job.
Also want to shout out Elena, watching from Greece for some weeks now. Love you.
Greece?
Oh my gosh, Greece.
Have a gyro on me, sis.
How beautiful is it? I'm sure it's 40 out of 10. Okay, let's move on and talk about Lori Loughlin, you guys. So according to a spokesperson for the Massachusetts U.S. Attorney's Office, don't forget this is a federal case, so that's why it's not anything regarding California specifically. Super jail. Lori and her husband are expected to start trial October 5th. Oh. So a trial date has been set. This is huge. Still months away, but it's a huge case.
That's a long time away.
It makes sense that they definitely need time on both sides to get it together. But a new report from Us Magazine, their attorney claims they have found new evidence that will prove Lori and her husband should be exonerated. They reportedly have been able to obtain some of Rick Singer's notes. If you guys forgot who Rick Singer is, he was the guy who was like running the company who facilitated all of these scams.
Okay.
So in his notes, Rick indicates that the FBI agents, because he did become an informant at some point, yelled at him and told him to tell his clients their payments were bribes as opposed to legit donations. So essentially, Lori's attorney will use this to prove that she really did have no idea a scam was going on, and she genuinely believes she was just donating to USC.
Girl, bye. Go to jail.
I'm like, okay, but
why
we have
you can't just go to jail?
We have all the other things.
Felicity Huffman is out maxing out that Black American as we speak. And you are out here doing the most.
We have the resume, we have the pictures. I'm just like,
what is she doing?
It's already there for me.
Sis, you're going to jail. She needs to be.
It's there for me.
Now, if you were someone that really felt like you wasn't doing nothing wrong, wasn't she just in some self-defense classes?
That
if you really felt like you was, oh girl, it's
that.
Gucci over here, but she said, I need to learn how to snap a neck just in case. Just in case I'm asleep and they come for me. Or it's an open pod situation.
I'm laughing because Karina said, pull up the YouTube videos, get the DIYs
That's
ready.
What she need to go on 60 days in to get some practice.
No, you're not wrong.
She got to.
You're not
That's
wrong.
auntie.
You're not wrong.
Well, it's not my
auntie. No.
That's not even aunt. That's just aunt. She don't even get the T. She just aunt.
She doesn't get the Auntie Becky. She doesn't get,
She gets Bex.
Bex.
Bye, Bex.
Oh, bye, Bex. Oh, God. Okay, let's move on, you guys, and talk about Miss Lady Gaga. The old Lady Gaga is back. She released a new video and a new song for her song Stupid Love, which was the one that leaked previously. Kourtney informed me about that today. While speaking to Billboard about her new album that she has coming, Gaga said that we will definitely be dancing.
Period. I read that last night and started sweating.
Yes. She went on to say she puts all of her heart, pain, and messages from the other realm into her music. She said what they tell her to tell the world is what she puts into her music, and she believes what she's working on is so fun, energetically pure, and she wants people to dance and feel happy.
Lady Gaga, I'm gonna say this right now and I can't sugarcoat it. You better give us the Pride album of the year. And that's all I'm gonna say. I don't wanna, the way I had to go in every single restaurant and hear Truth Hurts, I better hear every Stephanie track, from the bagel place to Jamba Juice to the nightclub to when I walk up in this office and I turn on this laptop. I don't want to hear nothing but Stephanie.
Not
a single guitar anywhere near that
Not a
album.
single bring.
I want an EDM ballad. That's how dance I want it. I don't want nothing that's even mid-tempo. You better be stomping, singing, dancing, and all of this for the whole album cycle.
She looked so good in that video,
She
too.
was
She was like, I mean, it literally reminded me of when I'm pre-gaming with my friends and they play old Gaga videos over and you guys
said over
and over, and the amount of times I've seen old Lady Gaga videos, I cannot express how.
Judas is the best one.
And the choreography is also happening at the same time, and she definitely was like reminiscent of old Gaga in this video, and she killed it. I just love how Lady Gaga dances with her entire being.
Yes, she does.
You know what I mean? Like
she go off.
And is it the best? Whatever, you come up with your own opinion on that. But I just have to support somebody who literally dances through her fingertips.
I want to ask you, Maddison. There have been
It was shot on an iPhone. Thank you, Wesley.
I was going to say, there were some critiques about the music video because the music video was shot on the iPhone. Do y'all feel like it was an okay video? I felt like, all right.
I feel like, can we remember how cell phones started? I know people who probably are critiquing the shot on the iPhone thing never used a Nokia brick that you could only call, text, and play Snake on. So to me, it doesn't bother me. I'm like,
it didn't really
that's
bother me
incredible.
either.
I thought it was fun. Whatever.
I think people feel like for a comeback song, if we're returning back to basics, I think people wanted like a Born This Way, like an 8-minute.
Oh, no. I thought it was good.
I wasn't expecting that, but a lot of people were. I like the single, too. I think if you don't like it, play it, and it will grow on you.
It will. It's so good. Okay, let's move on, you guys, and get into this Halsey news because she is clapping back at plastic surgery rumors, and we love Halsey, and I love that she never takes it from anybody. So Halsey recently posted a video of herself laying in bed after a shower, no makeup on, and someone decided to, of course, try and drag her and say, oh my gosh, you and all these girls getting plastic surgery and injections. Okay, so Halsey was quick to clap back, and she said, I can't get injectables because I have an autoimmune disease and my body would reject them. I get my lip liner tattooed on, hurts like a bleep.
Ooh, lip liner?
I know, I can't even imagine getting lip liner tattooed on. That sounds very painful.
She a soldier. I need a soldier that's gonna stand up for me. All right.
I get down about a big street. Okay, sorry, keep going. But yes, Halsey.
Shout out to Halsey. Are you gonna be at the Lover Fest tour?
That's all Kourtney cares about. He's like, that's sweet that she doesn't get injectables.
Like, shout out to her, but I mean, is she gonna bring her natural face to the stage with Taylor?
I think she will. At least I hope so.
Halsey, you don't have nothing else to do. You better be there.
Shout out to Halsey for always staying true to herself, too.
Yes.
Like, honestly, the fact that she just calls people out so easily, and it's like she doesn't even need to be sassy because it's just fact.
Exactly.
Like, I can't do this. I have a disease, but thanks, you know?
Like, I line my lips, so.
I know.
Got you there.
Shout out to Halsey. Love her. I feel like she does not get enough credit when it comes to her music, her being, her persona, everything. So shout out to Halsey. But let's move on, you guys, and talk about Daniel Bergoli and Skye Jackson and all of this drama that's happening. So Disney Channel star Skye Jackson has filed a restraining order against Daniel Bergoli, aka Bad Baby, after Danielle went Instagram Live 2 days ago and said, quote, I will literally kill you.
Yeah, I saw that.
Now, this is in regards to Skye. Allegedly, this is what Danielle claims, that Skye was trying to, quote, get all up with Danielle's boyfriend via a Finsta, fake Insta, for those of you who don't know that. And she's saying blocked her on Instagram and Twitter. Danielle said, quote, she's moving sneaky. Don't go post on your fake page. So in this restraining order that Skye filed, she said, quote, the harassment has caused me to be fearful of leaving my house by myself and lack of sleep. Now, Skye has not publicly commented on this matter, but her mom allegedly did, according to the Shade Room, saying that Danielle needs to get a hold of herself and she's not one to play with, meaning like, as a mom, I'm not one to play with. And TMZ reports that Danielle has responded to the restraining order and essentially brushed it off. At one point, she posted on her Instagram saying, go get your restraining order, I'm gonna go get checks.
Maddison.
I almost just threw my phone off the table.
Which way do I want to go today, Maddison?
Really quick, can we shout out Alyssa?
Yes.
Right here. Please give my sis Alana a 35th birthday shout out. She's home recovering from a broken leg and watching the tea with me. Love you guys. Oh my gosh.
Happy birthday, first and foremost. Sorry your leg is broke up.
And happy recovery.
Happy
oh my
recovery.
Gosh.
You'll make it.
If it gives you any solace, go watch the video of Britney Spears breaking her foot. I guarantee it'll make you feel better.
It'll give you something to work towards when you recover.
It will. It will. It will.
Happy birthday.
I don't know why I just said it will. It will. It will. Like I was like. Daniel Bergoli, Skye Jackson.
Y'all, how it does not sit right in my spirit, Maddison Hill.
Okay.
For Daniel Bergoli, who has built up her entire career off of obtaining outrage and flipping it into money, does not sit well in my spirit that this young lady who emulates Black culture is threatening the life of, in my opinion, a beloved Black star. At the end of the day, I saw Skye Jackson's mom's comment. She will show up at your door. We've already had someone, Maddison, I don't know if this is on the docket, show up to Daniel Bergoli's door in the name of Skye Jackson, and now, you know, her mom is now speaking out and all of that. I just wish that Daniel Bergoli would go away. Like, can we stop giving her attention? Can she go back to school? Not even that. Live your life, just like don't make music, don't emulate Black culture, and don't threaten other, you're 16, girl. My thing is, you're still young. You don't want adult problems as a teenager. Well, because once adults get involved, then it's really not too much a 16-year-old can say. Like, I don't want there to be violence.
Right. For me,
you get what I'm saying?
The whole thing is there's consequences to what you say on social media.
Yes, ma'am.
So I feel like, unfortunately, Danielle Bergoli being 16, she does obviously have a really young fan base. And I think, you know, a lot of times they see her say things and she gets away with it. There's never any really consequences to what she says. And I feel like this goes to show that it doesn't matter who you are, what you say matters. And when you go on social media and you say something out of anger that is absolutely ridiculous over a guy, like, you know what I, like, when it boils down.
I don't even want to talk about that part of it.
I don't even care. Like,
who's she fighting over? I don't even want to get into that.
But I'm just saying, like, when you boil it down to that, it's so ridiculous.
I agree.
And I just feel like Danielle Bregoli does need some consequences, and I'm happy that Skye Jackson is taking it seriously because I'm sure Danielle Bregoli was saying it, trying to be tough, trying to be hard, trying to be like, don't come for my man.
She was, Maddison, she was mad. Like, she was like real. It almost kind of came off as like irrational to me when I was watching it. I was like, girl, over some boy? That's how I felt. I was like, over some boy? Over some boy, girl?
Literally.
You better be ready to kill over your money.
Skye Jackson is the girl who was on Disney Channel,
yes,
you guys. Yes,
beloved Disney Channel actress.
Yes, and she still looks very young.
Oh, yes.
She still looks very young. Her mom is gorgeous too, by the way. I was looking at Instagram pictures of her mom. But no, I agree. Danielle Bregoli definitely does have anger. I don't want to say issues, but issues to work through. That's how she even got in this position that she is. I do feel like it was extremely irrational.
Yeah.
And I mean, I can't blame Skye for taking it seriously. I can't blame her mom for taking it seriously. And I can't blame any actual consequences that happens.
I feel like this is the end of her clout train because at the end of the day, Skye Jackson actually has a real, true career. And Danielle Bregoli's
she wrote a book.
Yeah. Okay. Danielle Bregoli's is made up of clout and fake outrage.
Okay, let's go ahead and move on, you guys, and talk about Offset. He is giving his wife Cardi B a little run for her acting money. So Offset is going to appear in NCIS Los Angeles.
So he's on set.
So he is having a little guest role.
Y'all are stupid for laughing. But like, really though.
You know, if you got Leo to have a little chuckle, that's good. That's good. So he is going to play an undercover CIA agent who is approached by LL Cool J, love LL Cool J, and Chris O'Donnell to save a special agent.
Chris O'Donnell?
Yeah.
My gay awakening
that's
is
the other
shook.
one.
With the nipples and Batman, that's what I was talking, sorry.
To save a special agent who has been captured. Offset's guest spot will coincide with the premiere of his new song, Danger.
Well.
Offset is on set. Everyone's loving that.
Y'all, please stream Offset's new song. Can y'all do that?
Or just, you can watch it
this man.
just to see LL Cool J, because I cannot fault anyone for just wanting to just soak up all of LL Cool J's good lookingness.
Do you watch NCIS?
I do not. I watch NCIS, the original one, sometimes when it's on TV.
There's multiple?
Oh, so NCIS
Los
Angeles
is different. Miami.
Yeah. So I haven't watched Los Angeles, full disclosure, but sometimes if the original NCIS comes on, I'll keep it on. It's true crime.
Y'all, please support this man. Please support this man. Please stream his song. Here's the thing. I don't want people doing stunts so that we can look at their music. You know what I mean? So y'all, even if you miss out on NCIS, please stream this man's music.
Who do we think is going to be getting more acting roles, Offset or Cardi B, moving forward? Now they've both thrown their hat in the ring.
Well, we know Cardi B.
Yes.
There are some people out there that will say who or what is an Offset still. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
people know the Migos as one entity.
Oh.
It's not like Destiny's Child where you go, Kelly, Michelle, Beyonce. Some people not myself, some people truly look at the Migos as like, oh, those guys, the bad and bougie guys. What are their names again?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
On Top and...
All right. On Top.
You know,
oh, my God.
You know the girls.
That's not good. Okay, let's move on and get into this Justin Bieber news. So you guys, Justin Bieber, we also have a little Selena Gomez news coming up. So if you want some Selena news, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. And you know what emojis you need to be putting in the chat. Okay, you guys, Justin Bieber seemingly suffered a little wardrobe malfunction, a little front wedgie situation. I've never had one of those as a female, but I know men can sometimes.
Justin?
You gotta adjust.
Justin had a...
You had to adjust.
How do you have a...
As
a man, I'm a little confused.
In the pic, he basically had like a little adjustment to happen in the front.
He was picking.
Yes, picking.
He was picking.
That's worse. I would rather say wedgie.
Wedgie don't make sense.
Okay.
Madison.
So what? So you say picking?
Men can't have no camel toe.
Okay. So what? They're shifting.
He was picking at his package.
Ew.
That's what it was, Madison.
I don't like
Moms,
it.
I'm sorry if that's explicit, but he was picking at his package.
I like to say front wedgie instead.
We are not women. We don't have camel toes, Madison. He was picking at his package. He's a package
Okay,
picker.
so let me try that again. So Justin Bieber was picking at his package on
There
the
you
set
go.
of
Lamar
his
Odom
music
did it too.
video. That's true. It is in Miami. It is for a single called La Bomba. He also has cleaned up for this video too. He has cleaned up for this video too. He was seen wearing like this red outfit with his hair actually like combed back. He was looking good actually.
La Bomba.
La Bomba. So yay for Justin and his package picking.
It's package picking.
I hate saying that so much.
Maybe he had some briefs on.
Maybe.
They were too tight.
But can we agree that he looks so much better with his hair combed back? He looks sexy with his hair pushed back. I had to. I had to take it. With that. I had to take it. I had to take it. I opened the door for myself and I had to walk through it. We'll talk a little more about Hailey while we're on the Bieber topic. So Hailey was seen at Paris Fashion Week, which shout out to her. Good. They were doing separate things, which I think is very good. Justin's filming, Hailey's working. She was wearing bee earrings, and everyone was like, Hailey's obsessed with her last name, Hailey. And I'm like, can we just take a pause? Because prior to becoming Hailey Bieber, she was Hailey Baldwin.
My thing is, even if she was obsessed with her last name, it's her last name, and it's not yours.
And I actually think she looks fantastic. She's like in all white.
People are mad she had bee earrings on.
They're like, she's obsessed with being Hailey Bieber. And I'm like,
you should be obsessed with the person you marry. That's why y'all single and lonely.
What has Cameron taught us? If you do not want to constantly touch your significant other, what are you doing?
People are weird.
I know people are weird. Shout out to Fessy. Bad Baby is giving people the right to hold horrid stereotypes against Black people. She needs to face consequences to learn.
Yeah, I agree. They need to put her in the playpen and lock it.
Fully agree. So shout out to Hailey, looking great in Paris Fashion Week. Justin doing his thing. Shout out to Justin.
Shout out to Hailey loving her husband.
Now let's get into the Selena Gomez news that I know you guys are going to be very excited to hear. So there's a new report from Us Magazine, you guys, and Selena Gomez is reportedly extremely relieved that she can finally close the Justin chapter of her life. In regards to Selena's recent open and honest interviews about her past relationship, like the one she did on NPR, a source shared that she has loved being able to tell her truth through her own art and in her own way. The source went on to say, quote, it took a lot of discipline, obedience, and strength to get her mental and emotional health back in a good place. For right now, the source shared that Selena is focusing on her music and she isn't, quote, actively looking or going out of her way to be in a relationship right now. Selena is reportedly still healing, but now she knows what kind of guy she wants to date, including the qualities he would need to have in order for her and her future boyfriend to be in a healthy, thriving, loving, and supportive relationship.
We didn't get no tour dates, right?
Not yet. Not yet.
All of that stuff, Maddison. Selena, where are the tour dates? We done got Rare Beauty, basketball commercial. Can we get some tour dates? Is she ready?
I'm sure some tour dates will come soon. I feel like she won't do a huge tour
just
to make sure everything's kept in check. But I think she'll do something small. I think we will hear about them soon once this. Right now they're searching for anyone to be in the Rare Beauty campaign. So I feel like after that's done, they recently posted about it on. Yeah, you should apply. They posted about it on the Rare Beauty Instagram. They're looking for people. So I feel like once there's a few more things with that set in stone, then she can talk about tour dates.
All right.
I know that's not the answer you wanted to hear.
It's not ideal. For whatever reason, I think it was like a Mandela effect in my mind. I thought that it came out with the album, and it didn't. So I was like, you know when you're like, I have to get my concert tickets, and I was like, Selena didn't drop no dates yet. Selena, drop the dates.
Right? Also, what do you think about her definitely closing this chapter? I'm so happy about that. And also the fact that she now knows the qualities of what man she's looking for. I feel like that is the definition of growth. Because it's like, I know what I've had, but now I know what I need and what I deserve, and I will not take anything less.
I'm glad that Selena is self-aware enough to sort of understand that you can make mistakes as long as you learn from them.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I think that's important.
Exactly. Shout out to Selena.
Should we do champagne?
I know. I was just thinking, I'm like, oh my God, we need to do our champagne.
Yeah!
Yes. Okay, ready? 5, 6, 7, 8.
Champagne day! Woo! Champagne day! Woo! Champagne day! Woo! Champagne day! Hey!
Yay! Thank you, Champagne Day. You gotta come. You gotta come out. You guys, we really have been forcing Champagne Day.
Dave wave. Woo! Go Dave! Go Dave! We saying, hey Dave!
He definitely has to come out since he was cheating on us yesterday. If you saw on his Instagram.
Oh yeah, the deception and deceit really jumped out. Leo too.
Leo was cheating on us too. Shambong Dave and Hidden Leo.
Look how he just switched on you, Leo.
They were shading Maddison and Courtney. Just kidding.
Just
kidding. We love them. We need them. We could not survive
without
them. But before we do this, you guys, we have to get into all the Rob. We got to get into the Courtney news. We got to get into the Mama Kris news, the Sofia Richie news. So turn your volumes down for...
Kris Jenner Tea-Time! Hello to everyone in your office.
Hello. Okay, well, you get this going on.
Gotcha.
I'm going to kick off talking about the Rob Kardashian news, you guys. So the blast reports that Rob Kardashian was denied primary custody of Dream. In a statement to E! News, Chyna's lawyer said, quote, Chyna will not back down from Rob and his family's attempt to take away her agreed-upon custody of Dream. The statement went on to say Chyna will, quote, continue to take all necessary steps to protect her children, including defeating Rob and his family's latest attempt to undermine Chyna's joy as a mother to Dream and her ability to make a living as a single mother without any child support from Rob.
Maddison, do you think that the Kardashians are, for whatever strange reason, trying to steal Dream from Chyna?
No, I don't see it that way at all.
There are some people that truly believe that.
I really don't see it that way.
More Maddison?
At all. That's perfect for right now.
Gotcha.
I don't see it that way just because we've heard so many allegations regarding what happens in Chyna's home. It's almost too many allegations that all of them have to be false. Like, I feel like some of them have to be true.
Let's not forget, we had a T-Tribe member in here the one day saying that they used to nanny in the neighborhood that Blac Chyna lived in, and there was always commotion near her house. That was what was told to us.
Exactly, and that's, you guys know, we always talk about that. Like, if I'm consistently hearing the same sort of things, if I'm consistently hearing negative things, seeing negative reports, that tells me that a good chunk of them have to be true. Some of them might be wishy-washy and exaggerated, but for the most part, I feel like they have to be true. And I think Chyna just is going through something personally right now. This isn't my own opinion. I think that after 6 months, they can reevaluate and they can revisit. I don't think the Kardashians' mentality is to steal Dream away. If they had that mentality, Tristan would never see his child, Travis would never see his child, Scott would never see his children.
You make a good point, Madison.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The fact that they accept Tristan back, like, I feel like they're not trying to totally X Chyna out of the picture. I just feel like their main priority is keeping Dream safe. And if they feel she's not safe, they're going to do something about it.
It's not really so much about ripping the child away from the mother. I think some people might see it that way. It's like they're just trying to take that baby away from Chyna. But if the child is not safe, you have to consider the safety of the child first.
Exactly.
You know, a child does need their mother, because everyone says that a child needs their mother. But if the mother is not in the right space to take on that role, well, then some adjustments have to be made.
Exactly.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly. And I don't think this fight is over. I don't think this discussion is over. Just because Rob was denied it for right now, Chyna's lawyer statement makes me think that there is still going to be a fight. They're still going to revisit this. So we'll definitely keep an eye on it. It's just crazy to me that at least a temporary ruling has already been made. But let's move on and talk about Sofia Richie. We know that she has been wanting to get into the acting game, and it appears that she did. She posted on her Instagram story a picture of her hand, and it has a script.
Okay.
And she said, one of those days. And there were little things highlighted.
Let's go.
So what do we think she's going to do?
I'm thinking that Lionel is working on her escape plan. That's what, when I tell you I'm being...
That was Lionel's manila folder.
Some dead expletive serious. I'm being real serious. I think Lionel said, okay, we're going to make some calls. Okay, you're not going to leave this man. I got to make sure my baby's all right.
Right.
And he made some calls and said, okay, send some scripts over. Lionel has that kind of pull. He's a legend.
He is.
Not saying he's going to say she's going to get the role, but he can get her in the room.
Exactly.
And when she gets the roles, then she can leave Maddison.
Because the Kardashians, yes, they are very, very famous. They do have a lot of pull. But, as you said, Lionel Richie is a legend. So if Lionel Richie calls, and let's say Mama Kris calls, they're 9 times out of 10 just going to be like, yep, Lionel said this. We're listening to Lionel. I agree. I think this whole thing for Sofia is definitely her family's been encouraging her to have her own thing, to be her own person. I just really, really, really don't think Lionel wants his daughter. And I don't think any father or mother or any parent wants their child to be known as so-and-so's boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, whatever. They always want their child to be their own person.
You know what might be like interesting. One day, not saying present day, but like something involving Sofia, Jordan, and Stassi. Without the Kardashians at all, but something involving those three. I would love to see the three of them interact.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some more little web series or something.
Something. Or even if if the three of them hosted something even, I would love to see what that
the interaction.
Is like. Yeah.
I feel that. Let's move on, you guys, and talk about Kourtney Kardashian. She clapped back at a troll who called her negative, mean to her sisters, and unappreciative of everything Keeping Up with the Kardashians gave her on her recent Instagram post. And Kourtney responded saying, "Keep analyzing, boo." That's
okay,
like,
well, we're going to keep doing that.
Hey,
yeah, like, all right, well, she said, keep doing your job. That person's not getting paid, and we are, so let's do it.
And I'm also like, is this person wrong? Like, essentially, this person was just super annoyed that Kourtney's always complaining about wanting to quit the show, which I feel like we're all on the same page about that.
It's what we see.
Exactly.
You know what
so,
I mean?
to me, I feel like you can't get super defensive when people are like, then why are you here? Oh, that's right. Just admit you need the paycheck.
That's all she has to say.
I can't hate on people for calling her out over that.
If Poosh ain't pushing dollars.
Oh, we know.
You have to stay on your platform.
We know Poosh ain't pushing dollars. We know that for sure.
She's not going to get her own Netflix series like when?
No. Well, we've seen the YouTube videos they make, okay?
Well.
We've seen. I don't know if you guys have seen them, but some of the, Kourtney has like interviewed Kris, Scott, Kendall, and for someone who has millions in their bank account, whoop, it is a rocky situation. Full production. Wild. I want to shout out Fessy. I know this is off doc, but Shambong Dave is looking good.
Hey, yes. Come on, Fessy.
Okay, you guys, I have this theory real quick, and then we'll move on. That Shambong Dave, if he cut his hair short, he would look like Damien from Love is Blind.
I knew you were
And there is a picture that I am being specific about, and I will post it on Instagram so you guys can see and just really relish in this glory. But Shambong Dave and Damien, they are doppelgangers of one another, and I am fully invested in this theory. You know I am.
You are right.
I've talked about this several times. That's why Kourtney's laughing.
You are silly. You are silly, but you're not wrong.
But I'm not wrong.
You're not
wrong. Okay, let's talk about Mama Kris. Should we take this real quick?
Yes, ma'am.
Cheers. Oh, wait, I'm going to add a little more. Just a hair.
I was giving you the splash.
I know.
Girl.
Well, because then I have to like talk so much, so I try to drink it really quick. Cheers, cheers. I'm having a birthday today, too. Wow. Yes.
Nice and smooth, girl.
I know. I got the good stuff today.
Yeah, thank you.
Shout out to Mama Kris. So she recently appeared on Ellen and participated in Ellen's game Fill in the Blank. And Ellen asked her which child is going to give Kris a grandchild next. And her answer may surprise you. You guys, take a listen.
Kourtney.
All right.
Or maybe Kylie. What do you think?
You're asking me?
I think Kourtney. Yeah, Auntie.
Well,
maybe Kendall.
So what do you think? She said Kourtney, Kylie, Kendall. I feel like Kendall she just had to throw in at the end because like Kendall's the only one who hasn't had a child.
Kendall is Kourtney, but with who?
Kourtney with Eunice?
No.
See, I feel like she would have Scott like artificially inseminate her for another
I feel like
child.
Kylie would have a baby before either.
I think so too. And then Ellen tried. So when she said Kourtney, then she's like, maybe Kylie. Ellen was so slick. And I feel like Ellen is us sometimes, like how she throws in questions. She's like, oh, well, Kylie makes sense because her and Travis are back together, right? And Kris was like, I don't know if they're back together, but like they co-parent really, really well together.
Ellen's good at that.
Right?
She's real good at that.
I was like, ooh. If I had just blinked, I would have missed that. But Ellen slid it in there.
Gotta catch them off guard sometimes.
Right?
What you gonna say?
I honestly could see Kylie having another child with Travis, you guys. I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility.
I could see that.
I agree.
More than Kourtney and Kendall?
Kendall, I feel like, honestly might not ever have children. And I don't mean that in a bad way.
If she did, I think it would be via surrogate.
Yeah, I just feel like Kendall is so career focused. And maybe that's just for right now. And I can totally relate. Kendall's close to our age.
True.
And I am in no way ready for children. So I understand kind of Kendall's mentality in the sense of I'm focusing on my career, I'm young, I'm having fun.
Yeah.
I'm traveling all over the place.
She's living.
Going out with friends. Like, even though her and Ben Simmons are much stronger this time around, I don't think Kendall's in any place to have children anytime soon.
No, ma'am. I don't see it for her. Not just yet. Not just yet, ma'am.
I honestly think Kylie would have a child even before Kendall would be ready. Really.
I could see it.
Now, I see some of you saying, that's weird she didn't mention Khloe. Thoughts about that? I think she knows that...
Khloe's a whole mess. And she don't need to have no children
Either
right
that or if Khloe and Tristan are back together, I think that's Kris's subtle way of being like, I hope that no other child. Like, I hope that doesn't, I just hope. And that's, obviously, babies are blessings, you guys.
Absolutely.
We say this all the time, and I want to reiterate it because sometimes people try to come for me and say that I'm saying the opposite. Babies are blessings, always, 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 always. But I think also Kris is smart enough to know that Tristan is not trustworthy. Even if he's back in the circle for a little bit, it's not going to be long term. And why put Khloe through that all over again?
Like, no more eyes on Khloe intentionally. You know what I mean? That's how I kind of took it as.
I agree. Kiara said, wasn't there a report saying she was with child? Yes. So there was. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. There was a report, I believe it was from MTO News. The things I have in my brain, like the most useless information when it comes to real life. But that Khloe was back with Tristan and that she was pregnant with her second child. Now, when Kourtney and I discussed this, we said we believe that, yes, Khloe and Tristan are back together. That portion is true, but I truly don't believe that she is pregnant again.
Yeah, I don't think so.
My own opinion. My own opinion. I do think they're back together, and I do think they're waiting for an appropriate time to announce that they're coming back that they're back together.
When is that time, Maddison?
I don't think, and that's what we've kind of said.
There's never really an
I don't think
appropriate
there's
time for
ever a
that.
good time. I don't think there's ever going to be a time when the public will positively receive that information. So I feel like you might as well just rip the Band-Aid off and tell it like it is.
I agree.
I don't know.
Let us be mad and then continue to live your life like we know you will regardless.
What do you think is the best way to tell the public that they're back together?
Let the show be the show.
Okay. So not anything on Instagram.
Leave it as a mid-season trailer, like a cliffhanger.
Okay.
Something in the trailer mid-season, and then put it on Instagram after the show. The episode has debuted.
Okay.
With some long, annoying statement. That's not what I want, but that's what I expect.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you thought maybe something should be posted on Instagram like before just to kind of warn people, like, this is what you're going to be seeing, this is my decision. But no. Kourtney is like, absolutely not.
I'm going to tell you what she's going to do. She's going to answer a stupid question on Twitter about it and probably be rude and get dragged about it. And then she'll come after we sit at the table and drag her that Monday, or excuse me, Friday, because they're on Thursdays now. Oh, thank God. We'll celebrate. Like, you know what I mean? And then she'll come out with her long...
Right. Now, Danny had an interesting question.
What did Danny say?
How would the world react if Jordyn Woods became a Swiftie and or Selena Gomez fan? Like, be part of their crew? I think people would try to make it dramatic, but it wouldn't be dramatic.
It wouldn't be dramatic. It just is what it is. If Jordyn Woods likes Taylor Swift, she likes Taylor Swift.
She has
the same
good
way
taste.
she likes Megan Thee Stallion. You know what I mean?
I think if that happened, like if, let's say, Jordyn Woods like posted like, oh, I love the Man music video or something, what would happen is everyone on Twitter would panic. Okay, it would be all of this stuff, and then it would be one of those instances where Kourtney and I have to come to the table and say, calm down, everybody. It's not that deep. You're getting so upset over absolutely nothing. It would be like us putting out the fire.
Stop it, y'all.
Yeah, I really,
it's not that deep.
really believe that's what it would come down to. And then we have Emma saying, never a time. Do you all think that Khloe has mental health issues? There has to be something going on if she thinks this is a good idea. Is she desperate? I feel bad for her.
Well, let me say this. I do think that Khloe suffers from having lack of self-love. I will say that. But I don't think that she is desperate. She's Khloe Kardashian. You know what I mean? I don't think that she's desperate. I just think that she chooses wrong. And I think that perhaps she might feel like, well, Tristan's already bad. I would prefer it be bad with someone that at least has money and status than with a commoner that really, from her position, has nothing to offer me monetarily.
I guess for me, the only sort of like desperate thing you want to say, I think that Khloe really is desperate for love in a partner. And I think sometimes that extreme want and desire clouds her judgment.
I agree.
And I think that's what we see with Tristan Thompson. It's like he has, embarrassed her so many times, but as Khloe has said several times throughout the show for years, she does want a family. She wants to be married. She wants to be a mom. And I think Tristan is the closest that she's ever come to that, even though she was married with Lamar, but we know that they had their whole separate set of things that they had going on.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think Tristan is the first man who's like come close to giving her that. And I think in that sense, she is desperate to hold on to it. But as far as like a desperate just female in general, I don't think so. Shout out to Mika. I love you guys and love when you guys smile. Mika. Thank you, Mika. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this Normani, Camila Cabello situation.
Come on, Normani.
You guys remember we talked about Normani being on the cover of Rolling Stone, SZA, Megan Thee Stallion. So they all also did an interview for this Women in Music issue. And Normani was asked if she had any reaction, comments, thoughts, I felt the way that Rolling Stone asked it was very respectful. They kind of just like gave her the option to comment on it or not comment on it. It was not forced at all.
Yes.
If she had any sort of thoughts on Camila Cabello's racist Tumblr reappearing and basically going viral again. Normani was very respectful, very level-headed. She initially said, you know, I want to just take some time to think about this because when I do make a statement, I want it to be concise and I want exactly what I'm saying to be printed. Like, I don't want my words to be twisted.
Smart.
I don't want anything misconstrued.
Queen.
So I need to think about this and then I'll get back to you. And as someone who's interviewed celebrities, I would have taken that as like, she's never going to get back to us.
Yeah, I agree. I would have been like, all right.
I'd have been like, well, you know, we tried, so okay, that's fine. But she did actually end up typing a statement and sending it to Rolling Stone, and she wanted it printed exactly like she emailed it, and I have to respect her for that. And here's what it says. I face senseless attacks daily, as does the rest of my community. This represents a day in the life for us. I have been tolerating discrimination far before I could even comprehend what exactly was happening. Direct and subliminal hatred has been geared towards me for many years solely because of the color of my skin. It would be dishonest if I said that this particular scenario didn't hurt me. It was devastating that this came from a place that was supposed to be a safe haven and a sisterhood because I knew that if the tables were turned, I would defend each of them in a single heartbeat. It took days for her to acknowledge what I was dealing with online and then years for her to take responsibility for the offensive tweets that recently resurfaced. Whether or not it was her intention, this made me feel like I was second to the relationship that she had with her fans. Boom!
There y'all go.
Boom shakalaka.
And for those of y'all that don't know, I'm glad that you are saying it for the chat, Ariana. She says, y'all remember when Camila was laughing over pictures that fans were making of Normani being lynched? I don't remember Camila laughing, but I do remember her...
Not saying anything.
Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do remember.
And sometimes, unfortunately, in these situations, silence speaks way louder than words. I'm really happy that Normani addressed it. Honestly, I feel like this has probably been something that's been weighing on Normani for years. I mean, since Fifth Harmony started, in the midst of Fifth Harmony, after she left, you know, after Fifth Harmony kind of disbanded, I feel like this is something that has definitely been weighing on her, and I'm so happy that she was able to share her thoughts and her opinions in something like Rolling Stone, a publication that is really all about the artist. And the fact that she was able to use her exact own words, that she even had the forethought to say, you know what, thank you for asking this, but I'm gonna hold off for right now, and I want to get my thoughts together so I make sure I'm representing myself and my fans the best way possible. I have to totally commend her for that.
I want to say this, and I'm gonna hold on to this comment right here.
Okay.
I want to preface this by saying this. If you're watching this right now and you're not a black person, it is not your place to tell black people to accept apologies for racism. I want to preface this by saying that, first and foremost, because that's right. Second of all, I want to say it took Camila Cabello years to apologize for a Tumblr account that had to resurface, meaning that it surfaced once, there was silence, and then people brought it back up, and because her album was flopping, Music Lover 8594 says, then she came out with a very half-baked apology. You get what I'm saying? For me personally, the apology is not received on my end because I personally feel like it was not genuine.
Right.
I felt like it was very flimsy, it was very lightweight. However, I can understand Normani being able to take the higher road because she has a career, because she has a platform, and to sort of give strength and an example to other women and people in her community to sort of act on. No. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
For me personally, I'm just choosing not to support Camila Cabello because I feel like once you hit like 8, 9 Maddison, you know what racism is. And you know that it's not funny, you know that it's not a joke. It's just, there's no excuse for it. And I know that there will be people saying, don't compare Camila and Normani. And here's why we won't do that. Normani hasn't said anything racist, and Camila has and didn't exactly apologize. Right. So there's the difference and there's the comparison.
She said that she was uneducated.
Uneducated. I was ignorant, so it's okay to be racist.
But you know that really bothered me because I'm like, if you have exactly what you said, gone through any sort of schooling, you know. And I just want to, the T-Tribe, you guys are so amazing. I know there's some in here, but I see a lot of people saying, how these conversations that we have like opened them up to basically acknowledge when it's appropriate to insert an opinion and when it's okay to step back and be like, you know what, I can't really put myself in that situation. And that's how I always am with Kourtney. And I always am like, please educate me on why this is not okay. I mean, we have very deep conversations regarding the LGBTQ community and the Black community, and then I'll bring in a little Hispanic community. Like, we have very open and honest conversations, you guys, and I think that what's so great about this show and so great about the Tea Tribe is that we're able to have these conversations, still be positive about it, but still educate you guys, and still be here to sit at the table and be like, you know what? I see what she said. I see what Camila said. I heard the apology, but I am choosing not to accept it, and that's okay.
And you're allowed to continue to support her.
Exactly.
I'm not saying I'm going to hate you if you support Camila. I just know. And once you know, it's very difficult for me to not know. You get what I'm saying?
Right, exactly. And we know Justin Bieber has had instances like this. Shawn Mendes has had instances
Hailey
like
Bieber
this.
has
Hailey
had instances like this.
We are well aware.
Yes.
And I just want to put that out there because everyone always tries to throw it in.
But what about Justin Bieber? We've seen the TMZ
For me,
video.
the thing about the Camila Cabello situation that just makes it different for me, I just really hate the term uneducated because I just feel like there is no way at 12, 13, 14, 15 years old you were uneducated and knowing that was not okay.
Yeah.
And that's so flimsy to me. I just feel like that's ingenuine and that's just trying to be like, well, I just didn't know, so I'm sorry, I know it's wrong now, but I didn't know. But it's also like you've been famous for years now, and the fact that you never thought to delete that is just mind-boggling to me.
She didn't care. It already surfaced once, and she didn't delete it because she said, oh, well,
yeah, it's fine. It got swept under the rug.
Exactly.
So I can't really be mad at people for hating on Camila Cabello because it's like, girl, how many times do you have to be told this is wrong?
You mean to tell me when you was up there shoulder bopping and all of that with your big bows on during X Factor, you was sitting up there reblogging that stuff? You get what I'm saying? I'm at home cheering y'all on. Anything can happen. Looking stupid. And you out here reblogging mess.
And Camila Cabello is a Latina. She is, obviously Cuban, but she was making comments against a lot of different groups of people, you guys. It was a lot of groups of people that she was making fun of.
It was Black people, it was Mexican people, it was abuse victims, it was Asians. Pick one, because Camila done dragged y'all. There's no way really to people are trying to skirt around the fact that Camila was racist. And I know it can be hard to digest because you love her. I saw her at the Reputation Stadium tour. You can see it in my vlog on my own channel. I've supported Camila. But once the stuff comes out, as a Black person, Maddison, I would feel stupid putting my hard-earned coin that I make from sitting at the table into Camila Cabello's pocket.
Right.
I just can't do that.
Can I address something really quick?
Yes,
so, because I'm seeing some people say, oh, I'm not exactly sure what Latin descent Camila Cabello is, but I'm seeing some people be
She's
like,
Cuban. Mexicans
are very racist, Cubans are very racist. So there is something that needs to be addressed. In the Latin community, we have a lot of racism just among each other, okay? So I come, like I said, I'm Hispanic, my ancestors came from Spain, it's like everyone towards each other, like to Mexicans, to Puerto Ricans, to Guatemalans, there's a lot of racism within the Latin community. And if that's what was on her Tumblr page, not that it's okay, but I would understand it of being like, that's something probably familial that was passed down that she didn't realize was definitely not okay to the public. But that's not what it just was, you guys. There was a lot of groups that she was going after, and it was not okay.
Because then it turns into, well, y'all are just mad because Camila made fun of Black people. I've seen the comments.
But I just wanted to address that.
Yeah, it's not just Black people. It's Black people, Mexican people, Asian people, abuse victims. Rihanna Navy, she was making fun of Rihanna. Now are y'all mad?
Yep.
You get what I'm saying?
No, for sure. You guys, sorry, Shamog Davis telling me, he's like, Maddison,
we
got to go. We got to go. You guys, I'm sorry we took a little long today, but those conversations I just wanted to make sure we had and made sure we clarified.
Yes.
So guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us today, having these conversations with us. This is exactly why we love the Tea Tribe. Please make sure you look out for Daily Rewind later this afternoon. Show us that you're watching the Morning Tea. Moments of the Week tomorrow also. Thank you for reminding me of that. You guys, make sure you're following us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Don't forget to show Shamong Dave and hit it Leo some love too. And we will see you back on Monday. But yes, Yes, you have to say something.
I am going on vacation. I will be at Playlist Live this weekend. I will not be here until 1 week from today.
Yes.
So I'll see y'all next Friday for Shambong Friday.
Kourtney will be back next Friday, so do not stress. It will be okay. Yes. We will still bring you the tea on Monday. I will be here. Do not stress. So we will see you guys on Monday, 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll see you then. Bye, guys. Have a good weekend.
Now hit it, Leo.